Welcome to Lestertainment, the channel whose name is just a giant lie. This video is sponsored by Crypto.com. Please support them as you help support my channel. We're here to watch another batch of fighters who turned out to be pretty good and respectful guys, as they saw that their opponents were already out and stopped taking shots at them.
Stop! Stop! He's already dead.
You usually see fighters just keep hitting their opponents until the referee intervenes and pulls them away, and these moments of great sportsmanship are rarely seen. But it always makes you feel good and have a little more respect for these fighters who overcame their adrenaline and pulled themselves away. Let's just get started. During a fight in Brazil, Jesse and Lucas landed a brutal sounding head kick on Michael Douglas that sent him down. Lucas, of course, knows that this fight is over and just stands there not wanting to hit Douglas anymore. But the stupid referee, Kleber Lopez, didn't step in and force Lucas to have to do this.
Nossa Senhora!
And it's not even over. The referee then gives Douglas time to recover and stands him up again to continue the fight. And again, poor Lucas was forced to hit a defenseless fighter.
Vamos voltar à luta?
The commission came out and said that this referee was an intern who was being tested and has been suspended until he gets more training. Come on, man. A fan of MMA knows to stop the fight after that first kick. This guy is just an idiot. Now let's take a break to talk about today's sponsor, Crypto.com. Cryptocurrency is taking the sports world by storm, and for good reason. Crypto is the future. Crypto.com is now the flagship sponsor of the UFC, and you can see their presence on every fight kit. It's the fastest growing cryptocurrency app, helping achieve wide adoption of cryptocurrency. Make sure to follow them on Twitter for UFC and crypto updates. If you are looking to get your feet wet with cryptocurrency, Crypto.com is my recommended platform, as it has every product in the book, from buying $1 in Bitcoin to spending Doge on a metal Visa card. Crypto.com allows me to bring you guys more content, and I have a special promo for all of you guys. Download with the referral link in the description for a $25 metal card bonus and 30 days of zero fees on credit and debit buys. There is no better promo if you are considering getting into crypto, so go and use the link in the description and get your crypto journey started today. In a recent fight, MMA great Frank Mir was taking on Kubrat Pulev, and this fight ended early in the first round, in the new sport of triad combat.
And the upper body power and strength by Kubrat Pulev clearly apparent. Oh, big right hand, Mir's hurt.
So that was the first time Pulev hurt Mir badly, and he was holding back, but the referee just let it go, and he had to hit a knocked out fighter again.
Mir's hurt. He's out on his feet. He's out on his feet. Left hook. He's out on his feet.
Now this time, you would have thought that surely Dan Miragliotta, the referee, would have stopped it immediately. He let it go again. Luckily, he did stop it before Pulev had a chance to hit him again, as he was forced to move in again. Great work by Pulev to give the referee every chance to intervene and have compassion for a fighter who is clearly knocked out on his feet. The greatest of all time is still going. Fedor Emelianenko took on an aging Quinton Rampage Jackson in 2019, and he took him apart.
Page about where he's going to attack. Big shot, and it is all over.
Fedor is usually a fighter who will hit you relentlessly to secure the victory, but here he held himself back quite a bit. First, he could have hit Jackson with an uppercut as he was bending over ready to fall, but he didn't. And then after he fell, he didn't take the opportunity to hit him again. He just slowly moved in case the referee didn't step in. But luckily he was on the ball and stopped it right then and there. Todd Duffy was supposed to completely dismantle Mike Russo at UFC 114, and he did that for the first 2 rounds. But this guy knew something, because before the fight, he said that he was being overhyped by the MMA world, and Russo was underrated, and well, this is one of the greatest comebacks in UFC history.
Get over here!
Duffy was in complete control with his boxing, but Russo pulled out a brilliant right hand that knocked out Duffy cold, slamming his head against the canvas. Russo then jumped on him and had the chance to hit him a couple more times, but instead, he just bonked him, almost like telling him, "Good fight, man." The ref was pretty far away. He could have easily gotten back some of those hits that he took all fight long. Here we have the Sagrellan event, where Willem Ott was caught in a rear naked choke by Nihat Nasufovic, and he quickly tapped out. First, he tapped with the back of his right glove, then desperately tapped with the left hand. But before the referee could actually step in, the choker himself, Nasufovic, released the hold. Ott was unconscious for about 2 seconds. Then he woke up, and he had more than just words for the referee. Both fighters were pretty pissed off here, and the referee is a complete idiot for not noticing both tap outs, and he kind of deserved what he got. This fight just happened, where Sergio Pettis was defending his title against Kyoji Horiguchi, and he was getting pretty clearly defeated through 3.5 rounds.
Quật ngã được đối thủ.
Còn cũng khá hay, mặc dù Horiguchi cũng đã
62 so với 14.
Horiguchi was ahead on all scorecards, but unfortunately for him, he was caught by a spinning back fist and knocked out cold.
Một đòn đánh quá hay.
Pettis goes for the hammer fist, but as he gets closer, he sees that Kyoji is completely unconscious, and he pulls back the hit completely. You gotta admit that if you were getting beat up like Pettis was, you might have thrown that extra hit, but Pettis is just better than all of us. Donald Cowboy Cerrone is a pretty stand-up guy, and he has fought a ton of times. In his fight against Yancy Medeiros, he showed us again why he is so highly respected in MMA.
Big swing there, but that's a knockdown from Cerrone.
You know how many guys would have gone in there and landed some brutal hits on Medeiros? 99.99% would have. Cerrone did appear to get a shot in, which led to the knockdown, but he still chose to let him get up without taking any shots at him.
And he slipped, and how about that?
Medeiros immediately recognizes how cool that is and just shows him appreciation. Luckily, Cerrone was able to win the fight, or he might have regretted this moment.
It's emotional response at times. Big right hand from Cerrone with short time. Medeiros is down. Cerrone, look at that.
We have seen many frozen fighters on some previous videos, and most times they get hit while they are just standing there like statues. But this boxer showed great restraint to not hit this poor guy. I mean, this guy looks like a drunk guy trying to get his footing, and that's why this guy didn't keep punching him since his lights were clearly out. He took a step in like he was going to hit him, but it just wasn't worth it, and he looked at the referee so he could step in and stop the fight. John De Jesus was set to take on returning Cody Stevens, who was returning after a long layoff, but he was not able to get his endurance back because he was exhausted and really hurt in the 3rd round.
Around, and Stevens can barely get his hands up. He's exhausted.
Oh, Stevens
left
is
drops
exhausted.
him. Big right hand.
De Jesus didn't know exactly what he should do. Should he keep hitting him? He really didn't want to, and he was just throwing the softest punches and hammer fists, but the referee didn't step in.
I let him up or not. Hammer fist by De Jesus. And Cody Stevens is exhausted.
Even when Stevens would get up and fall down like a baby giraffe, learning to walk, he still didn't get in there.
Can't get it. And Cody's... And the crowd now instead, Matt Trukovich has just thrown the towel.
The corner finally had to throw in the towel, since apparently De Jesus' desire to not keep hitting a knocked out opponent, or him looking at Stevens falling down like a drunk guy, wasn't enough to convince the referee to stop the fight. Great effort by De Jesus to not overly punish a guy who didn't need it. If you enjoyed these fighters showing mercy for the other guy, how about you show me some mercy and give this video a like? Also, make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications to see more videos from me. Thanks again to Crypto.com for sponsoring today's video. Please check them out by clicking the link in the description. Good sportsmanship is always good to see, no matter what happens. Fighters recognizing the brutality of their sport and showing compassion will always look good to the crowd. Thanks for watching this video, and maybe take a look at one of these other videos on your screen. See you next time.